Oh, we've had a heck of a snowstorm here the last couple of days. All day yesterday, it snowed heavy, blizzard, blowing 25, 30 miles an hour, higher gusts than that. Oh, none of the snow stuck to any of the trees or anything. In fact, we got limbs and branches and ends and stuff all over on the snow. Well, it snowed all day yesterday, let up a couple times, but snowed all day yesterday, all night last night, and into this morning. And a few minutes ago it quit, and now the sun's come out and it's just beautiful out here in the sun. In fact, the weather was so bad overnight the cats wouldn't even go outside. Anyway, it's nice out now, and the forecast says it's supposed to be nice for the it's supposed to be cold, but it's supposed to be nice, sunny and stuff for the next few days. Oh, we'll see what happens. It is 28th of February today, so we still got March to go and still could get a lot of snow. Even into April I've seen it snow. In fact, 2008, 2009, both years we had over 12 feet of snow on the ground here at this time. Anyway, this is the most snow we've had for quite a while at any one time, but it's pretty now. So my day is pretty much lined up here now, at least for a couple hours here, getting this driveway cleaned up and getting this snow cleaned up. It warmed up a little bit. I thought it was going to be pretty cold out here because it was staying pretty close to 25 degrees, but the sun's come out now and it's warmed up, and it says it's 34 degrees, so it's not near as uncomfortable as it was. Thought I was going to have to put on my insulated coveralls, but I think I'm going to be okay. Anyway, like I said, it's a beautiful day. Still pretty breezy, but anyway, I got to get to work, get this cleaned up. I'm going to use the bucket initially on here to get most of this started, cleaned up, and then I think I'm going to be okay to put the blade on there because it froze pretty hard on the driveway between the last two snowstorms. I had it cleaned up and bare ground on the driveway pretty much, and it froze pretty hard. So I think the ground's pretty hard underneath this snow. We'll find out once we get to plowing it with the bucket, and if it looks like it's okay, and I'll put the blade on it so I can skin this down, and hopefully we won't have too much ice buildup here. I was hoping I had the bolts to put this inboard drag strut back in, but I don't have the right ones. Didn't come in this batch. This one takes an AN 5-15, and I got AN 6-15s, but I didn't, and I got 17s and 16s, but I didn't get in 15s. So they're coming on the slow boat. It'll be a couple weeks before they get here according to the shipping tracking. But anyhow, that is the way it is, I guess. So play the waiting game there and keep them working. I got plenty of other stuff to do. I cleaned this outboard flat bay up with soap and water on the top side of it and got it pretty well cleaned out that direction. My son was just here, and I had him help me flip this over bottom side up so I can get in there on it a little different angle from the bottom side, because there's glue or something on the bottom of those ribs there, sticky stuff that wouldn't come off. So I got to get probably some acetone or something to clean those off, and then I can get a different angle at those and get down in the eye of the I-beam here, or the H-beam, the hat beam, or whatever that thing is called, and get down on that side of it. I got it pretty good from the bottom side on the bottom half of that spar, but I wanted to get the top side, and then I wanted to get access to this false spar back here a little better. Over there on the other side where it was at, couldn't hardly get to it because of the lathe and machinery still being there. And I've got the casters for that lathe, so I could go ahead and move it any time. I just haven't got around to it yet. I've just been working on this other stuff. Anyway, I've started taking the screws out of this false spar, and there was a few of the screws in there that were the newer Phillips head, but most of the rest of these are all slotted screws, just the old ones, and they're pretty rusty. So the screwdriver that I had up here wasn't very good, so I just went down to the shop and got a snap-on, a small snap-on stranded screwdriver. And we'll see if I can't get these out. Like I said, they're pretty rusty. There, that one come. The slots are full of glue crap from over the years. Slotted ones, well, Humble fingers here. Slotted ones are actually a little bit easier than Phillips head and these small screws, because this bit doesn't cam out on the Phillips head. They're nice, easy to put in, and you can put them in with a machine, with a tool like a driver, but they cam out so easily, and once they cam, you either ruined your tip of your screwdriver or you've messed up the socket in the screw, and then you can't get them to stay in. So you either gotta, what I do is slot these with a Dremel tool so I can get a standard screwdriver in them, take them out like that, or just grind the heads of them off. Sometimes you wind up having to grind the heads of them off. I like the Torx screws because as long as the socket is clean on them, you get the Torx bit in there, and it doesn't cam out like a Phillips head does. Even the square hit slotted screwdrivers don't cam out like a Phillips head. So I wasn't going to take this apart like this whole range off, because I didn't want to get the parts all mixed up of where they go. And the main ones mixed up are these hinges, because the hinges all look the same for the ailerons and the flaps, except for mount. There's a little difference in the mounting of them, but there's also a difference in the length of them between here and the eye here. Anyway, I didn't want to try to get them off and get them mixed up, but I think I can do this now. For the hinge for the flap, I've got to replace it, so it's going to be brand new, and I got to wait till it comes anyway, so I might as well just keep working on this and get these other ones off here and cleaned up. And I can do these one at a time, and that way I can be sure to where they go. I got these two hinges deriveted, and I'm leaving this on this one until I get it all done. I'm going to do them separately when I clean them up. I'll put this one in the sandblaster together with this, clean it up, powder coat it, and then I'll do this one separate from that one. And I got to clean up this false rib. I wished I had new ones put on there. This one looks pretty bad, but not bad enough to try to get new ones. If I was down someplace where I could drive up and buy them, if I was in Anchorage and could run up to Stoddard's or someplace, I might think about it, but this is 4 feet long, 5 feet long, so it's going to be expensive to get it shipped. So anyway, I'll do some cleanup on this, clean it up anyway. Now, I've got my little probe here, my little cleaner for cleaning out these gutters. This is the middle aileron hinge. That one was good. And this is the inboard aileron hinge. And that one's got a little bit of stuff in it, but this little wire went right through there, so nothing that stopped any water from going through it. So that's good. That's good news. They both look pretty good once I get to looking at them. Not like the flap. So that is one more thing done. My wife should be back from taking the dogs for a walk here pretty soon, so I guess I better go down there and sit with her for a little while. I may come back up here tonight and do some more of this. We'll see.